On this video, we're going to take a look at some of the other tools and features of WizIQ. We've taken a look at some of the settings in the chat and video area, but let's look at all the different things we can do over here on the left and the top of the screen. As you can see, we have by default a whiteboard open. If you want to, or if your students want to, and they have writing control, they can open a new whiteboard by clicking this little Add New Tab or this plus. And then you can add, I think, up to 8 whiteboards. Another feature is under the File tab here. You can also add a new tab that way, or close a tab. And if I want to close a tab manually, I just hit the X, and then it asks me, do you want to delete it? I'll say yes. So if there's getting me too many tabs, or if you're done with one, you can go ahead and do that. Also under File, you can say take a snapshot. And what you can do is take a snapshot of whatever is on the whiteboard and save that file. So if you've written something or somebody's shared or collaborated something and you want to save it, you can go ahead and save that to your computer. Remember, if students have writing control, they can do all of these things that you're doing as well. Now if I do something on the screen, like I'm going to go ahead and use this writing tool, this freehand tool. I'm going to write hi on the screen here. And what I can do here now is you can see this is the undo and redo button. So if I hit undo, it'll undo what I've done. And if I hit redo, it goes back and undoes that. So the undo and redo buttons come in very handy, especially if you make a mistake. And then under edit, you can actually paste things that are on your clipboard. So if somebody's got some text or they want to copy paste an image, this is a way you can get things into the environment as well. And I'll say there's the undo capabilities and then the select all capabilities. So if I go edit select all, it actually selects everything on my screen, and then I can copy paste that and cut, copy, paste, delete. So these are very familiar tools that you're used to seeing on almost any document that you work on. We also have the upload from desktop button and the open content library. The content library, if we click on that, are things that may or may not have been uploaded by you. By default, there's nothing in here. And honestly, we have it set right now that nothing gets added to the content library. If I do want to add something, I can go, this little folder here again is the content library, and this feature is pretty much disabled at this point. So we've got everything under File, and we can hit the End class there, but there's also a way to do that on the screen. There's the Edit, which is kind of, these are like, copy, paste, select, undo. There's the undo and redo buttons. And then this is the same thing as the content library, which we don't need. And then this is upload from desktop. This is a very handy button if you have some files, PDFs, Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, pictures that you want to upload into the environment. So I'm just going to go ahead and upload a formula sheet that I use in my stats class. So I'm going to go here, go to desktop, notes, stats, formula sheets, and there we go. So I'm going to upload this formula sheet, and as you can see, it automatically made a new tab to do that. And then I can still work over here on the whiteboard and do other things while that's uploading. The progress is listed here, and it usually takes usually between 20, 30 seconds, maybe a minute, based on the file size. And there it is. As you can see, it's a PDF with different controls, and I can zoom in and zoom out. So I'll move this over here a little bit, and you can see all these. If you need to rotate an image, page down, page up, zoom in, zoom out. So it's got and you can actually fit to size here, which if it needs to be zoomed a little. But you can also zoom in, zoom out. So there's a lot of features there, pretty typical of what you might see in just your normal PDF things. Again, there's many file types. Just about every file type is okay to be put in here, and you can scroll on these, and then once you have uploaded any document or PDF or whatever, or image or any whiteboard, you can actually use this little pen tool to write on things. So you can actually annotate over the top of your notes or PowerPoints or whatever you want to upload. you can write over the top of them, and so can your students. If you want to point at something, right here is the little pointer tool. So this allows you to point at anything while you're talking about it. And then if there's, the students actually can use a pointer, and if they're looking at it, it actually has their name on the pointer, so you know who's actually doing the pointing with which pointer, and everybody gets a little different color. This is the selection tool. So if I actually want to select something or highlight something, I can actually use, so for instance, I highlighted that. If I want to resize my circle, if I want to modify that. So there's just a lot of really neat tools here on the top and the left. So these top three are your main ones: the selection tool, your pointer tool, and your freehand or writing tool. I actually have a tablet PC that I'm using. You don't need a tablet PC, but for math it's kind of nice because then I can just use my pen that I've got right here and actually just, you know, write in the screen. And then I can, if I mess something up, I can undo or write over the top of any of my homework problems. So, but you can also do that with your mouse. In fact, students are very good at just clicking on that pen tool and actually writing with their mouse. So they can even write into there. They can annotate maybe a paper they've uploaded or some other link. If we keep going along the top here, another feature is the media player. If we click the media player, this allows you to upload YouTube videos right in this area. I'm not going to do it for the video just because it's hard to record a video of a video, but if you have any URL from YouTube, you can just copy paste that right in there and it will play the YouTube video for everybody to see. And you can add more and more to this playlist.